We're back with another episode of Boots, Balls and Bras, sponsored by Pepsi Max, proud partners of the UEFA Women's Euros. Myself and Anita are out in Switzerland, in Basel, just finished up with an England victory, double European champions. Needs, I don't even know where to start. I mean, we're a little bit on a come down. We just got back from the stadium where the buzz was absolutely mental. But we're here now. We're getting ready to go to the after party. But before we do that, in 3 words, if you can.
3 words. Oh
tell
my
me about
God.
These Lionesses.
Wild.
I'll take that
one. Again, resilient.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just wow.
Winners, right?
Wow, winners.
Yeah,
wow.
Winners has to be in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they know how to
win. Wow, winners,
they know
wild.
How to win.
Should have got 3 W's.
Yeah, wow, winners, wild. We'll take that. That's our our 3-word explanation of the Lionesses. But let's talk about the Lionesses, because look, the first half wasn't the first half we were hoping for. We got a goal behind to Spain. I felt they were dominant. We had a couple of chances in behind, but in terms of controlling the game, they were really on top, and we conceded yet another sloppy goal. But let's just cancel out that first half, because the second half was a completely different game. Extra time, again, I think was in the balance. Spain probably controlled it more, but then the penalties. I mean, what an improvement from the quarterfinals, right?
Well, definitely an improvement, but obviously the first penalty when Beth Mead steps up.
I didn't realise that ball come in.
Yeah, she slips and scores, and I'm thinking, all right, great. Not, the best penalty, but then the rule, double foot touch on the ball. I didn't know that come in.
I really didn't.
Has to be retaken. And I was thinking, oh no, she's got to retake the penalty.
Yeah.
Like, can you even imagine the feeling and the pressure? Steps up, penalty saved. So I'm like, here we go again. Yeah. Another roller coaster.
Crazy.
And then they take the next one. They score.
They did.
And then what happened next, Faz?
We missed. Did we not?
Yeah.
We missed again.
Yeah,
we did. And then Hampton
pulled up. Unbelievable save.
Yeah, crazy. I mean, honestly, we won 3-1 on penalties. That was my prediction.
3-1 on penalties.
But I didn't say on penalties. But I'll claim that one.
You'll claim it. And also, you're thinking about Matty scoring a penalty, right? You don't think she's, going to get saved. No. So again, wild, drama, roller coaster of emotions again. But this team, they must have like a genie in a bottle or something, because I don't know how they keep doing it.
Exactly that. I don't know how they do it. But you know what? I'm glad that roller coaster has come to an end. And you know what? The journey through the roller coaster wasn't the most pleasant. And let me tell you, the final ending of the roller coaster was unbelievable. So you know what? I'll take it. I was screaming a few times. My belly was over here, their head was there, but you know what? We did it.
Yeah, we did it.
And that's all that matters, right?
Look, worth it. I have to say, England's it's incredible the character this team has, the resilience this team has, the belief this team has. They went a goal behind, again, still found a way, stayed in the game. Great goal from Alessia Russo as well.
I mean, it was similar, right?
Similar. 2 headers, to keep us in the game. And we have to give credit and props to Spain too, because they played some incredible football. They have unbelievable players. They're lacking something though, for sure. But yeah, again, the trophy is coming home.
It's coming home. You know what? Before we even talk, what I really wanted to do is Hannah Hampton needs a massive shout out. When you think of the pressure this kid was under coming into the tournament, filling the boots of Mary Earps, who retired a week before the selection. And then, you heard her interview with ITV around, she didn't believe that fans wanted her on board and weren't behind her. And it was quite sad to hear that, for an England fan. And, you want the best players there. You want to be supportive of them when they are there. To hear that, it wasn't nice. But the only way you respond is absolutely how she responded. I mean, from the France getting clean sheet against the Netherlands, obviously the Wales goal, a little bit disappointing, but wasn't to blame for it. The French goal, she wasn't to blame. Absolutely saved us against Sweden, and then pulled off the saves in the penalty.
Exactly.
And again against Italy, there's some huge saves in that game to keep us in the game. And then today was absolutely the hero
100%.
in the penalty shootout. I mean, you talk about resilience, you talk about self-belief. She showed that in this tournament in absolute abundance.
1000%. I couldn't agree more. I think she stepped into that number one role, thrived in it. I think she's become a leader in the team. I think managing the games, they did that today, needed to do that. Pulled off all the saves that she needed to, that she still needed to make those saves in the game. And her distribution, again, was really good, I thought. Really consistent again. So Hannah Hampton, give you your flowers, giving you a shout out.
I know that you don't get like at the Golden Glove because clean sheets in the tournament or whatever it is, but mate, if you talk about goalkeeper of the tournament, I mean, she was right up there with Ann-Katrin Berger, and the fact that she won it in saving those penalties that she did, absolutely deserves. If there was a Golden Glove based on the best goalkeeper in the tournament, in my opinion, it would have been her.
Absolutely. And I think we also got to give, I think, some flowers to Jess Carter and Leah Williamson.
Talk about Jess Carter
today, the two centre-backs in particular, you know, in terms of the team defending so much better, but to bounce back from the week that she had in terms of facing abuse online.
Not only just facing the abuse, but then tactically being dropped for the semi-final against Italy. So then to step into a final, in her first final, as a starter.
Incredible.
I mean, it is incredible. And then the performance that came with that from her. Talk about bouncing back and going, look, I'm standing up. This is who I am. And then performing and delivering, you know, the way that she did, along with Leah, because I thought the pair of them as a two, they defended really, really well. Yeah. But I thought Jess Carter, for me, was a standout today.
Oh, incredible. I thought she was outstanding.
Yeah,
outstanding. Really, I mean, you were stopping Ballon d'Or winners from scoring, trying to create problems. You know, Alexia Putellas doesn't finish this game. Yeah. Like, we got to give credit to the team and those players in particular for what they delivered.
Definitely. So. I mean, and it was a really nice picture. We got some videos of Jess at the end of the game, just by herself. I think she took a moment, which was really nice, to show her appreciation of the support that actually the real fans gave her during that, you know, that whole period after that Sweden game. So that was a really nice image, and I'm sure we'll put it on the link, a part of the podcast. But let's talk about them, because look, back-to-back European champions, they've made history, an unbelievable achievement. Lots of people wrote them off, us included at times. We're a bit like, you know, how far can this England team go with, you know, the inconsistencies in a performance? But they're absolute winners. But what does it then look like now for our future? Because we've seen some really amazing youth players come in. Agibiba Jones, Ajiman has been unbelievable. I mean, she got young player of the tournament, UEFA young player of the tournament. So what does the future hold? And what lessons can we take from this tournament building into that World Cup? Because we'd love to get to a World Cup final and we'd love to win it out in Brazil.
Oh, well, I think there's a number of lessons we can learn from this tournament. But no, I mean,
it's in your pocket, but off the top of your head.
Yeah, I think that obviously you want to go into tournaments, you want to win your opening game. We haven't managed to do that, but we have managed to find ways to progress. So I think one of the lessons is, you know, how can we better build momentum through performance and playing well and building confidence in the team to command games. But on the flip side of that, I'm going to marry that up with the fact that this team, to have in your back pocket the ability to dig deep, grind, never give up, keep going, and to the point that I think opposition teams now go, if it's going to the 89th minute, they can't switch off because England could pull off a wild comeback, is actually something that's really powerful.
You felt that in the stadium today.
Yeah.
You felt that with Spain. I think when England got back into it, because Spain dominated up until that point of the goal. And look, Chloe Kelly again comes back onto her right foot, and it's that wrapped crossing, and Russo's had a really good goal. But when England scored that goal, it flipped momentum.
Absolutely.
For that 5-10 minute period, which we needed to get back on top, all of a sudden you could see the doubt in Spain. They looked a little bit tired. I mean, extra time, I felt like they were the better team. But that period from scoring to the end of the game, we controlled it.
Yeah.
And you're right. So I think opposition are like, mate, this England team,
you can't sleep on them.
We dominated them for 73 minutes, and now they've scored a goal. Like, where do we go from here?
Exactly.
And that's exactly how it felt. I don't know if you felt it in the stadium. We just sat a little away from each other, but I absolutely felt that. I was like sitting back now, like it's probably going to win it in 90 minutes.
No, 100%. People were looking around like,
Joe, It's mad, right?
There again. So absolutely, I think that is amazing because it feels like now we have that kind of tournament know-how mentally from a psychological standpoint of going, we're going to, if we're suffering, even if we're behind, we know we can get back into the game. We can find a way. So that's a lesson that is powerful.
And that's something the Germans had for many years. Once you win that first tournament, there's just something about the squad that find them ways of winning in moments where they're not performing, but they just have this winning recipe, mentality, whatever you want to call it. They have it.
Definitely.
They really do. And it's like, it's frightening because you're like, you can't bite them off. And, you know, we are critical and we are at times disappointed in performance, not result, but in performance. But yeah, they go and win. And you're like, at the end of the game, sometimes you're like, how have they done it? Like literally.
I'm still trying to figure out how they did it. I'm still trying to work it out. My brain is like.
It really is. And you're lost for, I'm lost for words. I don't know if you like, it's like, how do you find the words to now criticize them? Because all that matters now is that we're bringing a trophy home. It's like, I can't look back on a tournament now and go, you know, against Sweden and break that down. Because what's the point?
What's the point?
We won. We're champions. That doesn't matter. Them 6 games that they've just had, I couldn't care less now. But whilst you're in it and on that roller coaster we spoke about, it's flipping horrible.
Of course
it's horrible. I'm like, girls, come on, just like the blood pressure.
I mean, let's rewind it back. But prior to the tournament, there was a concern that England would not progress out of the group. Like, let's start there. We were like, lots of people were like, is England going to make it out of the group of death? The fact that they got out of it, they, you know, beat Sweden, beat Italy, got to the final, beat a top Spanish side. And I think in terms of football and what I enjoy in terms of football, Spain are up there for the technical, you know, ability that they have. And I think it's something that all teams can learn something from in terms of trying to build that. But in terms of the impact and legacy of England retaining the trophy as European champions, huge. For all the people watching back home, I think they were inspired again by this England team.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Needs, you think, right? We hosted the home Euros, right? It's very easy to jump on the bandwagon of the momentum that was building in 22, right? Definitely. So for a fan to go to, you know, to Old Trafford or to go down the road, I don't know, Wembley, where else did they play? I'm trying to think of Rotherham, whatever. The fact for English fans are in the country to do that, it's quite easy to jump on the bandwagon of that. Sure. But in Switzerland, the stadium was packed with England fans. I'm on an aeroplane coming out, the plane was packed with England fans. It's incredible the momentum and legacy these girls have built that actually we have England women's football fans that pay their hard-earned money to now come out and support the team.
And they're going to want to come back because of the journey that they've been on, to the excitement that was built, the fandom, the atmosphere. And I think massive shout-out flowers to Switzerland because you're doing an incredible job. What a tournament, sold out game again, sold out games for not just the host nation, but multiple nations.
I think I saw, wasn't it? Did you see on the big screen? I think we got a shot of it. Like, what was it, 656,000 tickets? And this is bums on seats. This isn't just tickets that are sold. This is tickets that are sold and people have come because, look, we've been to tournaments where people sell tickets, buy a ticket, but don't turn up. These are bums that have come and sat on the seat. So it's an incredible, I mean, it's the most of any UEFA tournament. So, yeah, I mean, the progress of the women's game is immense. England, and I was doing something for a brand before the game, and some of the Swiss players, they were just talking about the momentum and legacy that England achieved in 22, and they're really hoping now that they will get that. They said the opening game, they had like 8,000 Swiss fans, you know, doing the red and white ball march or whatever it was. And by the time the quarterfinal come, 25,000 are doing the walk on the way to the stadium. So even in that short space of time, and then now they're talking about building on that momentum of the tournament. So, I mean, women's football is in a fantastic place, but yeah, the tournament as a whole, I thought was really good and an enjoyable one, a very safe one. Yeah. I haven't heard any complaints from anyone, and the fans have really enjoyed it. So, yeah, it's brilliant. But you know what, Needs, we're talking so much. I want to go and party. Like, I want to go and celebrate European champions. We do have to go through a few things. Obviously, we heard actually Lucy Bronze. Did you hear the BBC interview? She said that she played the whole tournament, the entire tournament, with a fractured tibia, and nobody knew. I mean, that is beast mentality. How you've done it, I would never know. But honestly, I mean, incredible, right? That's like our generation. I mean, when I heard that, I thought of you because you played in 29 Euro final with an ACL that you picked up in the opening game against Italy. Yeah. So, I mean, Lucy's definitely carried through that old school mentality.
It's in the DNA,
like,
isn't it?
Absolutely.
And Lucy is actually one of those players you could say has crossed both paradigms of being, in the game when it wasn't fully professional to professional. So she has got that old school mentality a little bit to just be a warrior, fight for the cause, and obviously exemplifies that never die sort of attitude as well. But wow, don't know how she did it.
I don't know how she did it.
2 extra time game.
I mean, credit to her. But again, most decorated English footballer of all time. So an incredible achievement. But can we do a team of the tournament? Goalkeeper. You know what? England was team of the tournament. Going through who left back, right back. Maybe tomorrow we'll do that. But right now, England was team of the tournament. So
we'll go back and review that. But
from 1 to 11 today,
100%.
That's going to be our team of the tournament for now. And we'll go through the tournament, break it down, and we'll come up with one tomorrow. But what about young player of the tournament? Because Ajiman, she picked it up with the UEFA votes today. Agree with that?
I think for Impact 19 first tournament, incredible. The fact the fans have embraced her as well, got songs for her. You could see how much it meant to her, and it's so I can't even describe what it means to see a young player actually shine on a European stage and deliver in the way that she has, when we really, like I've always described her as this wild card. Incredible, but deserving. Definitely, she kept us in the tournament.
She definitely did. And like before the tournament, we both said, I think we agreed on Pina potentially winning it. And look, she played really well for Spain. But I think when you talk about impact, young player, new tournament, first major tournament, and coming on, and you just mentioned it there, saving England on 2 occasions. Yeah. And then obviously seeing the team out today, when she got come on, I think she come on 70 minutes or whatever it was. I can't remember, just after Russo's goal, and it's then she had to play that out, see out full time. Do the ugly stuff, because we didn't have a lot of the ball when she came into the game, and she managed to do that.
The nation saviour.
She showed maturity today more than anything. In the other 2 games, she showed that wild card kind of effect and the impact she had on the game. But actually today, she showed a little bit of maturity in terms of managing the game and seeing it out, and getting herself about and putting herself paraders. She absolutely hated that physical battle.
Didn't like it
in the end. So I would agree.
And Chloe Kelly as well, I think, impact in this tournament.
Young.
Not young. Sorry, no, but
now you're coming into another one.
Now into another one.
Okay,
impact. My own category.
That's fine. You do what you want.
That was my own category for Chloe Kelly.
Freestyling. Okay, Chloe Kelly, you've got your own category. Which other one? Player of the tournament.
Player of the tournament.
I'm really split, right? Because let me tell you, Bonmati won it for the UEFA. UEFA gave it to Bonmati, but my player of the tournament would be Hannah Hampton or Russo. And I've just explained, if you listen to the podcast back, why I think Hannah Hampton was incredible. But then also Russo's job she did for this team in every game from start to finish. And I know she got the goal today, and she got a goal whenever it was. She got 2, I think maybe 3 assists in the tournament. But I think she had an incredible tournament.
I agree.
In terms of the role she did. And I know we always look at goals.
Selfless play.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Definitely.
For that, and for what she did, and for how she led our line in difficult moments and stayed in the game and stayed positive and still ran down that last ball. Yeah. Even when we weren't in control of games. She's somebody that I think that's not something that Bonmati had to do in the tournament, or Mateus had to do.
No.
They pretty much cruised to the final, apart from the semi-final against Spain, when I didn't even know Alexia Mateus was on the pitch at the time.
True.
So they cruised against, Belgium, Portugal, Italy, Switzerland, and then they faced Germany, and those players were quiet. And again, today I felt like they were in and out of the game. So in terms of being present in every game, I would 100% argue Hannah Hampton or...
Do you know what? I can't argue against it. I definitely agree. I think that, like you said, both players came up clutch. Hannah Hampton in big moments. Russo, her selfless, tireless running for the team, comes up with the unbelievable goal again today. In this final. And I think if I was to pick one more player, because I think they are underrated and have impact, I'd say Patry for Spain.
Oh, absolutely.
I think the way that she controls that Spanish midfield, breaks down play, her consistency of performances, and the fact that she actually allows Bonmati and Mateus and those guys to just do what they do and kind of be creative and shine. I think she deserves a kind of...
under the radar, doesn't she?
Incredible player, I think, to watch.
Okay, so underachievers. You know what I'm going to go with? Sweden.
Yeah.
I thought this could have been a year that they really did progress. And yeah, look, I mean, to go 2-0 up against England in the quarterfinal and not see the game out, for me, they'll be kicking themselves.
Big time.
So for me, they're my underachievers of the tournament.
Yeah, I agree. I've been greedy. I'd say I'd agree with you. I agree with you. I think Sweden, France.
Oh yeah, France, but yeah, Sweden.
But France as well.
Yeah.
I think the way
10 players against Germany.
10 players against Germany, dominating possession, but ineffective in the final third. With again a talented squad, and it's like, how many times are we going to go? Got a talented squad, but can't progress to the next round.
It's true. Overachievers. I'm going to say
Italy.
I'm going to say maybe.
Right.
So yeah,
I mean, yeah.
I'm going to go with Italy.
No, big time.
Because I didn't expect them to progress as far as they did, but I actually thought they did really well in doing that.
No, they did, and many people describe them as dark horses.
I did.
No, but but they
were dark horses.
But they were, and actually they pushed England. They pushed us. To the point where we got to an extra time game, penalties, and I think also they played really well. They played some really nice football at times.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Cool. Well, Needs, look, I mean, we could talk forever, but honestly, I didn't really want to go into too much technical detail about the game because we are double back-to-back European champions, and that's all I care about right now. So congratulations to the Lionesses, massive achievement. Sabina Biegman, you are an absolute G. But Needs, we've got some fans' questions powered by Pepsi Max. So, that's fine, it can go over now. We're just having a bit of noise. But guys, if there's a bit of noise, it's because we're in a hotel out in Basel, in Zurich. Is expected.
It's expected, yeah.
You know what I mean? We've got
fans all around us, popping in and out.
So they're in and out. Most of them have been quite polite and quieting down when they've seen the flashing light behind us. But yeah, Nietzsche, you love the questions.
Here we go. Fans' questions, my favourite bit, powered by Pepsi Max. And the first one is from EKDV01. Who was ever worried through that tournament? Who was ever worried through that tournament, Fara?
That is a brilliant question. I think we all were at some point. I mean, if we're deadly honest, I think we all were at some point. But I think when we came back against Sweden the way we did, and in Italy, I felt going into today's game, like, no matter how good Spain were, I was like, mate, you can never write this England team off. Yeah. Literally, you cannot. Because honestly, on 95 minutes against Italy, I'm ready to walk out of Box Park. And 96 minutes, Adjaman just rolls in a goal. Like, okay, you kept me on my butt, me on the seat, my bum on the seat. I was like, what is going on? And then I'm like, not another dreaded penalty. And then Chloe Kelly scores. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't think, certainly after those two games, you can ever write this England team off. So I did doubt, but not after those two games. Today I didn't doubt.
I agree 1,000%. I was actually almost speechless. Couldn't get my words out because exactly that. Like before then, a little bit worried. After those two games, I was like, no, the luck that they have and the resilience and everything combined, there's no way this team is not winning.
Yeah, there was no doubt today. And it's mad because there was doubt against Italy. You know, after going 2-0 down against Sweden, I was doubting. No, 100%. Italy, I was doubting. But today, Hi. Go on, next question.
Here we go. Next question. Just waving to people casually. This one's from not.jd. Is Alessia now a shoo-in for Ballon d'Or?
Right. It's not a bad shout. I've just sung her praises in the podcast. I mean, not a bad shout.
Not a bad shout.
Champions League winner.
Yeah.
European champion.
Yeah.
What more does she have to do? I don't know. That is banging for a shout.
Yeah, she's got to be in those nominations, doesn't she?
Has to be.
You know, for what she's achieving, and still so young, it actually blows my mind.
Yeah, has to be.
But yeah, I think absolutely she deserves to be in there.
That's a great shout. That's a great question.
Really good question. Yeah. And the last one, Beck SPT, 3-peat Serena. Will we give her the World Cup next?
Well, we're hoping she gives us the World Cup next. She's going to give our fans the World Cup next, or at least that's what we're hoping for in Brazil. So yeah, we've just been chatting about that and hoping, you know, in a couple of years' time in Brazil we can bring a World Cup home. So yeah, we trust in Serena.
I just want to say, Serena, I'm sorry if I ever doubted you. Yeah. In Serena we trust. In Serena we trust.
Absolutely we trust. Mate, that is. do your speech.
That's my speech. I love you, Serena. Please stick with us forever. I know you're going to bring the World Cup home. So yeah, let's do this. On to the next one.
Love that from you, guys. Thanks for listening to BBB throughout the tournament, and a huge shout out to Pepsi Max for being our sponsors throughout the tournament. We really enjoyed, bringing you updates, and obviously today a live update after the game. But we'll be back before the WSL starts with the transfer. So guys, make sure you stay tuned in and keep a look over the podcast. But again, thanks for those that listen, subscribe and like, and also comment.